video, and yes, the trap spells monsters.
Yeah, I want to play with blue eyes.
Once per turn, when a spell/trap card for effect is activated, quick effect, you can return one card you control with a spell counter to the hand. If you do, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the returned card had.
I'll play one game, do my dailies,
Your opponent
play
cannot
Etrian
target
Odyssey,
it with card
and do
effects.
everything I gotta do before going to bed.
Your opponent's card effects.
I think I can do it. It depends on how long this duel takes.
You can add one normal spell. That hell spell.
Let's go.
From your deck to your hand.
A normal spell is a sorcery, so it's not instant. Like just remember, there's like we have quick play spells, field spells. Like instead of like just making them different archetypes, they're all subtypes of spells. So a normal spell would just be a sorcery. So Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is a normal spell.
Of course.
Alright, so you get cheaper of Earth Pot of Greed. Or probably something more devastating or specific to your situation, or something that says in the game it's calculated.
You want to guess how many words are on this card's effect?
I mean, this is me looking.
Man, I hate. This is why I really want to play 2 drill beams.
I'm just like, I'd rather save the mental.
I don't search, and that still reveals something about my hand, you know?
Oh my god. I've checked research papers longer than this. Shorter than this, I should say. You like spells? You like spells a lot. But the pendulum monsters are spells. That's just something so if we set this as our level 8, then we need to get 6 things on the board with spell counters. And to get spell counters...
Do I hieratic seals or do I drill beam? I can't have both.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah, as long as you have a 6 or lower scale, and if you like, let's say you have 2 Endymions, right? You can play 1 in the scale, and something that's 6 or lower, bring it out, and then activate a spell card, it gets a counter, and then now it's immune.
Oh, yeah, so you don't have to actually worry about the cost of the
Yeah, I'll help you out. There's no...
I can at least maybe feint that I have blue eyes in hand, and my hand's really bad. I don't know.
Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. Okay, there are...
I want Ether Barrel back on standby.
On this card, when that spell resolves,
I can't have it stay on field.
this card, special summon both this card from your pendulum zone and 1 monster from your deck. With 1,000 or more attack,
That's the worst.
Spell counter on, and if you do place 1 counter on, what the? Why would it be 1,000 or more?
That's huge, yeah, why not?
So it doesn't hurt itself.
It can't get
Hits.
I told you, like, you use her
And fuck.
Why not 800 or less? Each time someone does that big, this will counter on this card when it resolves.
Hits and fuck.
So now, it's out as part of the scale, and then now you only need 3 spells to do the thing. Not only that, from your deck, to tutor it from your deck, and it comes with a counter. There's no chance to respond to that, right? It's already immune.
Correct. You can have to respond to the activation of Servant's effect to special summon, but once that resolves, it'll special summon her and the Mighty Master of Magic, and they will already have spell counters off, so there's no window to
Jesus Christ. I don't know what's more upsetting. The fact that it has that much text, or that much text you can just ignore. Okay.
Does Bestial work here?
Through so that we can just put. You know what? If I get a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, I'm just gonna take a Sharpie right to like half the cards, so I don't even make the mistake of processing the parts that don't matter. It's just wasted effort, man. It's wasted energy that you're making me do. All right. Then you can place the same number of counters on this card. So once per turn, when a spell or trap effect is activated, quick effect. That's either turn. You can return 1 thing you control with a spell counter to hand. If you do, you negate it and destroy it. Then you can place the same number of counters on the card, the number, so if it has 1 counter, another counter goes on this, so it just is never without a counter. And it can always use itself, is that right? No, it has to be a spell or a trap card. But it could be use another one of these. Okay. Cannot target it with card effects.
He can announce himself, though, too. I give you 1.
Oh, great. Yeah, just in case something could almost happen to the indestructible, untargetable thing.
Yeah, you just pendulum summon it back out. It's great, right?
That's just also endless interaction. Oh, and it goes to the extra deck if anything happens to it, right? So you can...
I'm fine with...
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
Everything. Thanks. I don't know how to express
Oh, right, it's already negated.
You are not alone.
What would make this not fine? Or, no. What would make this okay?
Listen, that's the wrong question to be asking.
I'm so upside down, but we'll try that again. My brain is just all over. What would make this okay? Do you have a way to tutor it? It helps to play spell cards. A bunch of your pendulum cards are already spell cards when you need them to be. And it's basically built into the deck / mechanic, thing that this does already wants to be doing, that you have spell options. What would make this bad? If you couldn't put a counter on it or keep a counter on it. That seems highly unlikely. And then you even showed me a way to get it with a counter already on it, because that seems fine. And then even if this were vulnerable for a second, the opponent destroyed.
I should have waited until end phase, but I don't think they have anything else.
Just like the mechanic
Yeah.
is designed to do. Another copy of it actually provides a scale that then something 6 or below just immediately makes possible to get this again. It's even good in multiples, dude. In a number of ways, in multiple ways. What's your downside? Where's your downside?
Where's the downside?
So what makes this okay? What kind of a game would have this be okay? A game that doesn't actually want to worry about interaction. A game that has, I don't know, AoEs, but this just kind of counters it, because you negate the opponent's trap card or spell card to destroy it. A game that ignores it completely and just somehow smashes through with larger things or does something more busted. That game could try to just overpower it. Now you're up against you're up against the quick effect on both turns. I can see why this was the turning point for Yu-Gi-Oh! 2. This looks like as Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 as it gets.
Oh, keep in mind, there's other stuff I'm not showing you. I'm trying to pick the stuff that you can comprehend without...
That's your second copy of something, Dee.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I'll look out for it.
I really don't care.
Yeah, you're trying to preserve me to farm me for more content, that's all.
Actually, that's true. That's very true.
You'll just break me at the very end. It's like, when you're done with me, you'll finally destroy me completely. I have trouble picturing a game with this card. I just have trouble picturing a game that's fun with this card. Not only do you have to comprehend all of it, once you kind of get the flow of it, like this card just bodies new players into the ground. It's probably horribly miserable. And then once you get the flow of it, do you even want to play that game? Is it even fun? It doesn't even seem fun. Picturing a meta and a game where this is fine is very hard for me to do. And
I'm gonna get Dark Ruler here, most likely.
Ways, but it does seem to cross a line on just being busted in multiples. You could restrict it, but it just interacts with all the cards that are already in the mechanic, that are already 2 different optional cards.
But I'm perfectly fine with that.
Just endless value, it seems like. I don't think restricting
It's not once per turn. Holy shit.
Probably just tutor it up, and it never goes away. If it's
That's
not
awesome.
banned, like, there's been a number of cards you've shown me that got banned, but this reminds me of the one that I kind of liked. It's like a control card that got banned, except it seems worse. I can't remember the name of it. It's a shiny rainbowy thing. The bouncing thing from Kieran, the looping, actually gave me a tougher reaction. This one just makes me... This one, I just don't even want to engage with. That's how much I hate it.
That's how a lot of people feel, CGP.
Okay, and I'm gonna say...
This one isn't once per turn either.
And myself, I'm just gonna vote with my heart. My brain doesn't want to play anymore, so I'm gonna vote with my heart. Please ban this card. Let me have faith that there could be a better way to do this. Just ban it, please. Please. Let's say this card is banned, yes.
You've learned nothing here. It's fine.
I was so afraid of that.
I guess I'll try to give you some more context here. It is an extremely powerful card. Don't get me wrong. The targeting protection, the destruction protection, the fact that it just negates spells and traps. The ability to add a normal spell from deck to hand rarely comes up, but if it does, that's very good, because there's very few effects in the game that actually do that, but it has to be put like that, so it's like a very There's 2,800. It's just not like it's very often. In any case, if you do pendulum summon it out, like say you place an 8
I need
scale
Fenrir gone.
and you pendulum summon out into it doesn't have a spell counter at that moment. The servant, if you're summoning off the servant, will give it a spell counter so Endymion has protection. But if you have to hard pendulum summon out Endymion, it doesn't have a spell counter. So there's a small window that you can interact with it often where it does actually get that spell. I think when it comes to Endymion's the payoff for the Endymion archetype, but the rest of the cards
That's an interesting choice.
are more interactable, and this is like your big
Oh.
game that you want to play. And don't get me wrong, this card is
Yeah.
it reads like a crazy busted card. I don't like credit for that. It's like ridiculous stuff. It's just like contextually with the rest of the deck.
This card's pretty good.
Spell counters, which is only like very few.
Also, not once. They're all not once per turn.
day.
It's really
So that's
it's
an
really
issue with
cool.
it.
Sick, slick,
There's other
slim,
like
cheap.
the other
I don't know.
cards are just kind of like whatever. They're like fine in the deck. And so
Yeah, I'm dead on their follow-up.
there are ways to deal with Endymion that even though it has the protection from targeting destruction, so like it does have the dice to play argument. Like I said, there's that window you can kill.
I knew about the second copy. I just didn't think they'd activate it.
But a lot of the decks sort of like
I'm a little
centralized
dumb.
around this and like a couple of other cards, and it's like if your opponent has ways to interact with them, then it's like the rest of the deck is it sort of like falls a bit short. It's sort of all in. And even with the pendulum summoning mechanic, it's just not enough. During its time, very powerful deck. I would say tier 1, maybe tier 1.5 at the worst. But as the game progressed, and just kind of got power crept down because we just got better and better things to bring into that. So Endymion never got touched. Totally fine. Funny enough, Servant was actually limited to 1 copy. But Endymion is fine.
I can't target statue.
Sure. Why not? Why not, guys? I'm sure we can do better. Just wait till what they had in store.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't like a annoying card to play against, don't get me wrong. But out of everything else in Yu-Gi-Oh!, as wacky as it sounds, there
That's like I'm dealing with Raizio with this card.
Sad to say. That's it.
I'm literally terrified.
Only they can get materials back every turn.
You want me to end this on a lower note for you?
I'm supposed to say no, but it's like a car crash. I can't look away.
What if I told you they nerfed?
That's pretty good, I guess.
And you're looking at the nerf.
This is the nerfed version.
Yeah, this is the nerf version. Believe that?
It was better.
Let me show you how.
I guess so.
This is what the game board looked like when Pendulum was first released. So the Pendulum scales didn't even occupy 2 of your spell or trap zones. They just had their own separate zones. So for decks that could play more back row in their Pendulum strategies, which there were several, you weren't restricted to only 3 zones anymore, you still had 5, so the Pendulum zone was extra. I showed you the game board with the extra
They're also just gonna get
monsters.
negated
I told you
again.
that the Pendulum summon, you have the Pendulum summoning only 1 monster to that extra monster zone. That didn't exist when Pendulum first was released, and so you can Pendulum summon as many things as you wanted from your extra deck to the monster zones with no restriction, aside from just needing to be in the actual Pendulum scales.
Flag.
You can see they were really trying to make this mechanic as broken as fucking possible to sell themselves some new cards. And it
Fuck me.
worked
Please.
like hell. They changed it later on when we got another summoning mechanic, which I'll show you in the future. That was changed to maximum support, and they introduced the extra monster zone. And the game board then changed so that they put the pendulum zones in the spell trap zone versus this. And
Yep, that's head.
go crazy with pendulum stuff for some decks. And you can see the nerf version of this mechanic the entire time.
Oh my god. They
Improvise was beyond me.
What?
entire was okay.
Yep, just
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how to... Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, I don't know what to say, man. Y'all are crazy. I'm insane to endure this. You're insane.
we're a special breed. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all their continued support. So shout out to Shout1720X3, MBT Play Midolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, The Synchro Guy, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, Little Bailey, Draconic, Brian Dancer, Class 7, Dylan Rare Hunter, JW11860, Flannel Daddy, literally all of the guinea pigs, Cheeks McLaverty, Stolpen Amethyst, MBT Cancel is live. Community soon, cancel mail. Community soon, cancel mail. Player soon. Wonder Waffle, MBT and Nimnunes 1, Boxer Free Fuel Night Passion, Daniel Howell, Electrician of the Ice Barrier, Arco, and the Nova 129. Thank you again so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
This Nibiru is not gonna do anything. I'll try to start with Bingo Machine. Beautiful. Not very beautiful. You know what? What is there to Ash Blossom? Nibiru's also kinda dead. Yeah, fine. Perfect. They don't know it, but I actually don't care. Well, that's disastrous.
Let's go. Dusty, driving, tumbleweeds on the road, sunny, searing, get the girl in my bones, take down, Satan, I'll be back on the show, pumping, rhythm, getting out of control. Record is what I've been seeking. Six shot, you're faster than lightning. Shot pen, it's time for a banger. Bam, bam, the ground will be shaking. Back in the town, I gotta give her the rap. I wanna kill this water with my bullets rock. I gotta hit and run 'cause I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna shoot at everybody.
Wait, shit, it's permanent. Motherfucker. Ah!
Getting out of control. Record is what I've been seeking. Six shot, you're faster than lightning. Shot in, it's time for a banger. Bam bam, the ground will be shaking. Back in the town, I gotta keep her the rap. I wanna kill this water with my bullets rock. I gotta get it run 'cause I don't give a fuck. I gotta shoot at everybody, talking like trash. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta kill this water with my bullets rock. I'm paying till I fuck, time to feel the talking die. I'm a super freaking badass, son of a gun. Shot, shot, shot.
Unfortunately, that is game over. Okay, it finally sent.
Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus modern Yu-Gi-Oh! See if this is as funny as Simo says by Red Muffler Man.
Duel! It's my turn. I draw. I may have been out of the game for a while, but a deck like mine only ages like a fine wine.
I think in your case, Wheeler, that pile of yours is aged more like milk. In fact, I think I can smell it from here.
Oh, actually, that's me. Sorry about that. Also, you who's right here, I'm summoned right now in attack mode. I place 2 cards face down. Show me what you got, Kaiba.
I'm guessing this
What's so
won't end
funny,
well.
wise guy?
I'm sorry, Wheeler. You might be right. I don't think your deck is
Have you
aged
gotten
like
some rest
milk.
today?
I
Cramming
think it
too much work
belongs
into
in the
your schedule
Stone
takes a
Age.
toll on your health.
Now, I'll demonstrate the difference between us. I draw. First, I activate the field spell, Perla Rhino. This allows me to add a Tier Limits monster from my deck to my hand.
Wait, kill a what now?
From my deck, I add to my hand Tier Limit Shiren.
Huh?
Now, I activate the effect of Shiren in order to special summon it to my side of the field by sending an Akino the Ancient Sentinel from my hand to the graveyard. And now, I will send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard.
Wait, wasn't it a Shizu's monster? I have so many questions.
And from the top of my deck, I sent Helbeck the Ancient Vanguard and Tearlamid Solid. And so as part of a new chain, since Helbeck and Agito were sent
Forgot
to the
about
graveyard, we must both send the top 10 cards of our deck to the graveyard.
Wait, slow down.
That's Chain Link 3.
Chain Link?
Oh, and the effect of the Solic I sent to the graveyard in order to add Tearlamit's Rhinoheart to my hand. And now, we say goodbye to the top 10 cards of our deck.
No, my red eyes!
That one would be running a good package, Wheeler.
What? No.
And now from the top of the deck, I sent Tearlamit's Rhinoheart, Tearlamit's Merly, and Tearlamit's Halfness, so I can activate Merly and Halfness from the graveyard when sent to the graveyard by the card effect. I'm able to fusion summon from my extra deck using cards on my hand, field, or graveyard as material.
Kaiba, what the f***? Where's Battleox? Sword Stalker? Where's your weird fetish clowns? Where's the Blue Ox?
Wheeler, you just need to get with the times. Duel Monsters is a constantly evolving game with an ever-changing
Are you
set
here
of
to see
dynamic
me, Chief?
mechanics. A
Feel
flow
free
and
to take the
weave
time
of
to
play and
look at the
counterplay.
supplies,
All this game has shown me is that you don't have what it takes to duel at the level of a champion. Also, the clowns weren't a fetish thing, okay? Yeah, from my extra deck, I summoned Tearlamit's Kickolos and Tearlamit's Kaleido Heart. And now, I can now use the effect of Kickolos to add to my hand Tearlamit's Merly. And with the effect of my Kaleido Heart, I'll spin back that back row of yours to the deck.
Not so fast, Kaiba. I don't really understand a lot of what you're doing right now. But one thing I sure know is how to activate a trick card. Before it goes back to my deck spell, I activate Decky Break. My discard and 1 card from my hand.
Yes, you can destroy 1 monster on the board by going -2. 2005 called Wheeler. They want their trap card back.
I'm gonna send you a Kaleido Heart to Kingdom Come. Oh,
That's not good. That's one.
Wheeler, you've destroyed my ace monster. Whatever shall I do? What it would say, the special ability of my Kaleido Heart didn't allow it to come back to the field. The effect of my Kickolos. But I'm far from done, Wheeler. That Wheeler, I now have an unstoppable, unbreakable board. Now with their combined might, I'm going to take the mind fields where you belong.
Here, I activate Threatening Roar.
What's that do?
All right, you get 1 turn.
Wait, what's that
No,
do? What's that
you
do?
get 1 turn.
What's that do?
All right,
What's that do?
where you belong.
Here, I activate Threatening Roar.
Your opponent cannot declare an attack this turn. Oh, because I bet there was enough things out there to just attack for the win, right? Okay. So it's fog. Okay, it's fog. This face is exactly every try-hard, sweaty nerd who's been fogged. Like, basically, you can't have a combat step because you know it's a bad card, but it got you this time, didn't it?
Why is it always
But then what do you
dispatching
do?
now?
What happens next?
All right, Wheeler. You get one turn. I'll allow it. I place 2 cards face down.
Fuck, it's gonna be a bother until I deal with that. I can deal with it right now, honestly.
Why, yes, Wheeler. My turn is over.
No, fuck!
Just don't activate.
Alright.
I hate that it's on the right side.
We can turn this duel right around, Kaiba. It's time for Time Wizard!
What time was going to
It doesn't matter.
It's time for Time Wizard!
Toss a coin, and if you call it right, your opponent's monster something. If you call it wrong, your own something, and you lose life points equal to the... Oh wait, this blows everything up, right? I saw Time Wizard, I remember. Okay.
Are you here to see me, Chief? Feel free to take the time to look at the new supplies.
I'd like to give special thanks to the following patrons. Shane Belshane, Fully Supreme Sautier, Nulbra, Koja, 600 imaginary numeral, 670,000 views, 1 year old, 52,000 subs. Well done. Well played. Alright. And then the other video you sent me was the finals of Pasadena playing this deck. Let's freaking go.
Alright, looks like all the shuffling is done. Players are ready.
I didn't know Threatening Roar was a universal experience
Ace number 1.
I love
across
it.
card games.
This is game 1 of the finals of YCX Pasadena. Get over 1,800 duelists, and now these are the last two. 6 and a
Are you
10.
here to see me,
Those
Chief?
graphics.
Feel free to
I
take
would
the
have guessed
time
this
to
was
look at the new
2008.
supplies, too.
It's
I don't know why, but I feel like
2022.
I'm forgetting something, but
But I get it. It's like a Konami retro arcade thing. Still blows my mind.
Good, Jesse. There will be 65 minutes in the finals, so you won't have to.
hey, there's
worry about
silly, but
time here in
entertainment
this
is
match.
all
Are you
about
sure?
embracing
Just because you have
silly.
more time doesn't mean you can play any slower, though.
Konami knows how to do their theatrics, except for when they don't.
Everyone's
Sky
favorite card,
Striker.
terraforming, so Jesse already off to a fantastic start. It's happening again.
Here we go.
We saw Hani take on Pac in a pretty epic feature match earlier.
Wait, they have a tutor that goes to get the freaking cake card? I say it because it's like those 5 levels, right?
Yep,
They have a tutor
terraforming.
that goes against these. Okay, it's going to be really
It's the
hard to
one
remember
of-
the names of all these cards. But you know what? I won't. They
It
will.
honestly
It was a
should just
close
not
one, but
exist,
Hani
in
will
my
walk away with
opinion,
that victory.
considering just how powerful every field spell is.
Jesse still representing
It is
Canada.
the most
Hani on
powerful
Thursday side.
tutor, but for some reason, it's allowed at
Starts
1.
off with Sharon. Pitching Keldek. Yaus and 3.
And then you
Okay.
have Bonfire and
Solia.
every other shit.
Oh, sorry, it's Clone Prime. Yeah, that's Prime.
Reinforcement of the army isn't as strong. I guess they're
No.
both allowed, actually.
Let's see what Jesse's next plan is.
Why can't I find my
Yeah,
fucking...
he's gonna
There it is.
5 here. Oh, here we go. Triggered the Kelbeck. Now Hani is
I am wasting
really
time.
fine for Kelbeck as well. So Eudora is on both sides, it looks like. Keldo as well for Jesse.
Now you gotta absorb all the information, right? You gotta, like, look at it over, look for triggers, look for abilities, make things happen.
Now, let's see if Hani decides to activate his Kelbeck as well.
Oh, he hit one as well. Oh, okay.
Taking him up to consider which effects he wants to activate. You can see when the milling started, Hani got a little excited. He's like, alright, here we go. The game is underway. So the Celiac is going to resolve to add hotness to Hani's hand.
Got to search off the opponent's
Is he going to activate the Kelbeck? I think with the Medora in Jesse's graveyard, I don't think he wants the Keldo and Medora. I just think he wants to build another 5 and give Jesse even more options.
Yeah, not seeing any tier limits there was kind of a relief, I assume.
I definitely think so. And now the planet coming down for Jesse to grab Merrily.
Another tutor? Does everything they have in this game tutor?
Yes.
Seriously, how many tutors do you need with your tutors?
Our meta deck literally has a tutor that tutors for a tutor.
More exciting.
That tutors for a tutor.
But managed to make it.
To summon the tutor
Sometimes
that
it's gonna pay
tutors.
off.
More tutors. And also blow stuff up.
Didn't really pay off for anybody. Like, there's no
Oddly enough, right?
Well, okay, that's a lie. One searches, one tutors twice, and then the other, so that the 2 cards tutored can summon the thing that blows stuff up.
And Hani activates Medora.
Fuck.
So he's going to target Medora, Diviner, and Kelbeck, and now Hani's going to chain the Medora, targeting Keldo.
So that exiles someone from the opponent's graveyard. And then that's the counter.
Alright, so all this is going to go back in the deck now.
Sure, why not?
Kelbeck came from. I was like, did Hani summon one from his hand? I didn't think so.
Nope, that came from the other Kelbeck.
Still in that graveyard that was once. The graveyard did have a lot of cards in it, now just the one.
Now we're going to get 3 here from Merly, and Keldo's back again. Along with another Medora
And the Sarin here.
tier limits again.
So there's only 9 more in the deck.
So while Jesse hasn't gotten any fusion summoning effects quite yet, he's going to be pretty certain that Hani's not going to be able to do it either.
Yeah, he's definitely covering his bases. It looks like he's going to use the Sarin here to send a Bestial to his graveyard.
Where's Harina's specialty?
And then he's going to use Planet. It looks like he pointed to his planet.
A blade embraces its
Maybe he
duty.
wants to target his own
As
Sharon
a
or
jeweler
Merlin.
cherishes their
Try and fusion
gems.
summon.
Is the trigger for that appropriate here?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Give the commentary. You
Are we
tell
going to
me.
chain after the shuffling? Or
I
is
think
it
so. I think
next
so.
chain?
So he lets him do it. Does target Sharon.
Okay, yeah.
God,
all
these
this is in
commentators
response
are
to the
boring.
Merly being summoned.
Where's the play-by-play guy as well as the
I wish
entertaining
life
guy?
could be as
Shuffle
leisurely
everything
as
back,
this a
set
little more
3.
often.
And use Planet.
Yep.
How greedy of
That's
me.
exactly how it played out. Now we're going to see.
A blade
so you
embraces
sent down
its duty.
the Druisworm
As a jeweler
and
cherishes
Sarnier,
their gems.
and now on a new chain,
What was I gonna look for then? Ah, right.
But this is still
it does have Bestial.
it's still Jesse's turn.
Oh! But in response, it's Herald Orange Light pitching a Guido, the Ancient Sentinel. Oh!
So this is a day in the life of the traveler.
Diviner. Not gonna get any extra value there, but it could
I'm
be
learning more
key
about
here
you
in
all the
stopping
time.
Jesse's turn.
What does that mean?
I swear, Jesse, if you have another Herald, this place is going to explode.
I mean, Herald Orange, like we talked about it going into this weekend, it's definitely one of the key cards in this deck that makes it so good.
Force of will, baby.
we hear it once again. You know, if there's one phrase that is going to haunt all the participants of this tournament in their dreams, it's in a new chain.
In a new chain.
In a new
That
chain.
resolves in a new chain. Yeah, it's a good one, but the effects just keep on coming. a lot to keep track of, but when you do it meticulously, it really pays off, which is why we have 2 excellent
A
duels.
blade embraces its
Out
duty,
of
as a
1,800,
jeweler
not easy.
cherishes their gems.
Alright, we're going 5 more.
More for Ito.
And he hits one.
Honey has quite the crowd behind him there. I don't think those wheels were like that big. It's just a Rhino Heart and a hobby.
Dude, look at how many cards are built already.
Why?
That's true. I guess the Rhino Heart and a hobby
Why?
could be a lot. That's a discard from the hand plus a send. It's a lot when you haven't had a turn yet.
Yep. And Honey it didn't hit a Keldo.
Which is going to come back to bite him. And yeah, Jesse still has of that Hobnus and Rhino
I
Heart.
only wish life could be as leisurely as
There it
this
is.
a little more often. How greedy of me.
If this started at
Unfortunate, but
60
resolve
minutes,
this
it feels
now,
like
and
longer.
then in a new chain. 4 things are going.
Oh, it's definitely been longer. It's like 8 minutes.
With those 3 back, it's Keldo.
65 minutes, right?
He did some of the Magnum, so the Magnum will be able to add a dragon at the end phase.
Okay, more shuffling.
Jesse just has him early. After all these mills, nothing else. The key, you hold your beast seal for the key effect activation. You can really catch your opponent off the Herald of Orange Light into a Herald of Orange Light.
I need more flour.
Mind spell disaster for Jesse in this game number 1.
Alright, Honey is up, and he has survived the onslaught.
They're making it like it's a miracle that I got a turn. Your first turn is a gift in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what I'm getting from this. A judge call going into turn 1, I
So
think.
this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Right now it is Honey's turn.
Oh,
I see an ultimate rare.
yeah, I see a terraforming and an institution of.
Jesse doesn't want to even get Honey's satisfaction of playing his turn. Doesn't want him to even.
What just happened? Jesse conceded? What? They didn't do anything!
A blade is like a tea
okay.
leaf.
I am
Only
guessing
those who
Jesse went for a
sample it many
win
times can
attempt and
appreciate
got
its true
hit with the
qualities.
orange light thing twice, and then just assumed that with the graveyard loaded, that Hanny was gonna win. Okay, makes no sense to me that you
Hell
didn't even
yeah.
have to take your first turn to get the concession.
I mean, the base
Didn't win
the
on
base
turn
version's
1.
22%, which is
And
also
scoops.
still pretty good.
Didn't learn anything besides, you know what? I just have this early. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be pushing into a game number 3.
He's got super locked in here. Like, he wants that individual title.
Oh yeah.
When it's just 3v3, your buddy's always going to give you problems. Like, oh, you got carried.
You need to win 2 more of those to get a full win. Those little silly.
This realm is
Let's fix up institution.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
That's on the other side. Jesse also just got second
Wait,
place.
instant
Very
fusion is
recently.
legal
LA
during
Philly
this format?
just
What
got
the
second
fuck?
place 2 other times as well. So he's definitely not a stranger to losing in the finals. So I imagine he really
As
wants
if
to
we
avoid
needed
having
any,
a fourth final.
as if we needed
But 2
access
wins
to
on
Kid
the other
Colors
side
to
of
be
that,
any
he gets
easier.
win as well.
You might need a second turn to do it. Apparently that's insane.
Pick up Tyrolin Scream.
Okay, I know the scream.
And there's the Primeval Planet, Instant Fusion Planet. A solid opening.
So go get one of the enablers. I'm gonna take a second and actually pull up the cards from the deck from the video we made.
I'm gonna activate the screen.
Now it activates.
Really isn't all that
Brings
useful.
Kid Close, special summons Rhino Heart, sends Kid
if
Close.
you ever
Okay. I remember the Kit Kalos. I remember the tutor of everything you want and the Rhino Heart.
3 first. Oh, well, the heartbeat. Fine. Where?
Chiquito,
There were
Scream,
2 bosses.
Sharon, and
There were 2
Burley.
weekly bosses I wanted to fight. I may as
And
well
then
do it.
tutor?
Dude, it is just dredge.
A blade embraces its duty.
It's just dredge.
As a jeweler cherishes.
Just having access to all of the tournament names in this game number 1 already off to a way better start than he was.
In Magic, they banned everything with dredge because they figured out you could just do this, flip over a huge chunk of your deck and get too many resources. This is just the way this deck plays. It's just dredge. Yep, you're flying hard. Yeah, look at all of my stuff. Gonna get that. I'm gonna fusion some of those into this.
Screen. He's gonna end the prime.
Yep, go get the trap.
And it's all resolving. Beast Eagles on Conley's side.
I've been enjoying this deck quite a lot.
Of orange light, right? Interaction. And Killback. Interaction. And I said peace fields. That require.
Nothing. Just
I'll
a
take
card
good
in the
care of
grave.
everyone.
Starlight calls out a Darkman Blast. Very pretty.
Don't know that one.
Oh, I get it. No.
Stay put.
Oh, dude. I don't know how a judge keeps track of any of this.
You would never know that. A certain segment of the audience will understand. The cards are turned into
Allow me.
Here it comes down.
I think I just pass with this from here. What else can I do with these dice?
Oh, you're calling for me? Coming.
That must be returned. The animator. Said orange light. So that must get back
That's
to
a good
your
enough turn
orange
1
light.
setup.
There it is.
Gamma.
Background yellow.
Plus, we're already guaranteed the bloom. Isn't that nice? The wrong kind of bloom, though. Those are beautiful draws.
Oh yeah, this one.
Monster. Destroy it. That's your and face of great card. This is gonna resolve. To destroy the magnet. Driver comes out of the deck to the field.
Positions.
Counter the counter by discarding something. Gotcha. Still turn 1. Still turn 1.
Covenant's own me.
So I guess
Take
Normal
heart.
attack, I
Victory
dare
will
you.
be ours.
Fuck me. Why wouldn't you?
Well, it's gonna have water, so it's gonna use it, and it's gonna be able to send it to the great card series to the opponent.
I don't know what any of that means.
Pretty rough.
Yeah, okay, it's bad. Got it. Who's it bad for?
Not really sure what you're doing.
I don't know what they're talking about. Jesse had a pretty incredible last time. We got stopped somewhere.
Let's
And
roll!
then defeated. I don't know who's winning.
Does he have Harold on play?
Oh, the Dweller means. Okay, so Jesse's gotta be favored.
Not Harold on play.
Because the Dweller turns off the graveyard, right? Counter it. Gotta be a way to counter the Abyss Dweller.
If it activates and you don't negate it, there's nothing you can do past that point.
Okay. Like, acting all.
All three?
Honey's like, okay, yeah.
Wait, what? That triggered on Honey's turn?
That makes up for their game number 2 for this. Yeah.
So that was turn 1 for Hani going second. Flipped over the 3 waifus. It just conceded? I don't even know what would happen next.
I really love those sleeves. They almost look like they're multicolored with the way the light bleeds off.
Oh yeah, handshake. Dude, will we see turn 2 from either player? Is it possible?
Just main phase. Starts minor of the herald.
Not normal summon you usually want to have, but as you're going to send down a Kelbeck or an Agido to mill 5 with players.
Don't know that one.
Minor of the herald. Solidic. Looked like he had triple tactics talent. So maybe even more incentive to get Agido to mill 5 for both players.
I know triple tactics talent.
Billowing surge!
This is the beginning. You see him preparing to build his body. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. The same thing with my hands right now. I'm just thinking about it.
Okay.
No response, both players. Alright, we got it. Doing it.
Is that good? Is that bad?
Okay, so Hunt had 2 names. And Fedora.
Hold the line!
Either Fedora or a Keldo, so if he doesn't have
Any
these
turn you
Hunt is
spend
built
not
all
pushing for
next
games a
Jarvis.
turn, I'll spend fucking gaining an advantage,
Yeah, yes,
idiot.
here.
Just Thomas.
I don't care, I want to go second actually.
It's up to Jesse if he wants to trigger his Agido or Kelbeck. You can have those players on the 10 right here, right now.
It's advantageous.
That seems off. He's gonna go 10. He might go 5.
Don't do it.
Nope.
Nothing good will ever happen.
We're gonna see game players. This is game number 3. Let's do it.
How exciting! They're just gonna throw cards in their graveyards. Who knows what could happen?
Keldos, Kelbeck. Some people just like to watch the world. Send back. Eric? Send back. Yes. Interesting on that. With 10 cards coming into mill, I wouldn't want to put back cards I don't want to mill. Alright, so we're chain link. Oh, now 5. It makes the number bigger. So you, Jesse. Yes.
You, Blake! You're up!
I just want turn 2.
Bam! Or like pitching Kelbeck.
Okay.
Alright, 7 now. Dwight, ready?
Ready?
Right, I didn't need to do that.
Saying it's up.
I've practically won now.
Okay, something's got shuffled back in.
I can tell you that's what I'm thinking. We're about to build it. It's about to be crazy.
We'll need a strategy.
Let's go.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
That's gonna happen. It's so cool. Normally, when we're watching the game of the finals, we kind of see where it's all gonna happen. How it's gonna be anyone's game.
Just casino. The casino is wide open.
No Fedora or Keldo.
Ow.
5. Okay, we got double Burley. Got Sharon. Now we're doing 5, 4.
I don't know what those are.
Well, you need at least one.
Thank you, Joe.
Screaming. Confidence and Sharon.
At least I'm going down.
I'm guessing Keldo's the Kawaii
Looking for Keldo.
Rhino Hard.
He wants Keldo.
Zero Foray.
And I really need to go second.
No.
Well, not need, but prefer.
Dude, so still, where are we? Connie, turn 1.
Honey visibly displeased that he did not build one copy of Keldo. And card that's rough. It's tough.
Alright, well, we go early. And have this.
I think we're still in the previous game.
Yeah, how many effects are there still to go?
And that started these fusion summons.
that mean there's still summoning to resolve after all this? Like, I still don't think I've actually seen the thing coming out of the deck. So this is the extra deck, right? This is it. Summoning.
New strategy needed.
What is that?
Right now.
I think that is Kid Kalos. Kid Kalos? Is that what that is? Which is now search up whatever you need.
I forgot she doesn't actually do attacks.
Allow me.
Then use again. Yep. Yep.
Show them.
Oh.
What a dreadful ending.
One could call those two, Sharon.
We're like 10 minutes into this turn already.
Nilu's talent hard carries that +1. The earlier you get it, the more value it does. Because getting it late game just kinda sucks ass.
Dude, definitely have to keep
It's
track.
such a relief
Maybe
to
I'll
play with
keep
you.
all the things
There's no way for
and
me
say
to relax.
once a turn.
Sharon, yeah.
Did you?
On your side of the field. I'm guessing that's a problem, too.
I don't think so. But how would I know?
I think I can cut the healing cards as well as the draw cards. Honestly, I don't use them. They're redundant. And this is a very special card game where you don't want redundancy.
Don't fear. Yo-yo's
What do you
here.
think is the average length of a game at this stage in the meta? Is it like is every game a turn 2 game? Like how long would a 3 or 4 turn game take? What would that even look like?
Now we're changing a Keldo.
Both players staring at each other, drawn. Usually.
Okay.
Stay put. Unleash.
Only reason games might not end immediately is because both players drew nothing but hand traps or something.
Does that count as the once per turn? Oh, somebody just took a screenshot of what turn 1 in Yu-Gi-Oh! Stage. Oh my god. Wait, there's a 47-minute video? Maybe there's like maybe there's a ceremony or something. Trophy ceremony?
Oh, you're calling for me? Coming.
James is finally resolving.
Don't say that.
Cartoon Supplement back thanks to Keldo. Scream is gonna add Prime. Now I think Rhinoheart is the next one
That's
resolved.
so fucking pointless.
That's gonna summon and send a card.
I would have waited before firing that off.
Send the Soliac. It's my favorite card to send Rhinoheart. You get to summon a monster, send a monster, and add a monster all at once.
I don't like Tubby.
Fair.
Now the Merly's putting back a Bestial and itself to go for Mud Dragon. 2 monsters, same attribute, different type.
Here.
Like, what is even happening right now? What's the sideways position even mean?
He's 3 go back. That means
Take heart. Victory will be ours.
Why?
and now we finally reached the initially summoned.
Uh-huh.
Quite some time.
These commentators are doing God's work.
Access
Right.
denied.
I saw this. Was that in one of like the toxic videos?
The Abbey Dragon is interesting. And in fact, well, most of the things are dark. I mean, it's not. Shift it over, get that target conditions to be dark. Yeah,
Okay, hear me out.
You can also still use with the bigger if you apply the hard follows. Well, there too, but yeah.
Hold the line.
I guess that keeps the Kaleido Heart from absolutely clowning you.
Protect you from stuff like Kaleido Heart.
I could do this.
Why?
Okay.
Tommy's still figuring out what he wants to do with his Titalos here? I believe so.
I mean, it has a few lines of text about searching and discarding. It's a lot of stuff.
Oh my god. The circumstances have changed significantly in terms of what he does and doesn't want.
Who's winning?
I'll take good care of everyone.
Who's winning?
Send Rhino Heart with Titalos. Now, on a new chain.
Nobody's taking any damage. Who's winning?
Do you think damage is a good way to tell who's winning? Come on, I'm sure even in Magic the Gathering that's never true.
It's been 15 minutes on turn 1. No damage has been dealt. Who's winning?
Jesse actually not in bad shape right now.
Thank you. That's the closest I've received to like an update on what this actually means. Jesse's not in bad shape. So you're saying all that and we're effectively... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sharon the hand, Jesse.
I don't think that was a good idea, honestly.
We'll need a strategy.
Kaleido Heart spins, he follows back.
Yeah, no, I should have just stuck to Yao Yao. My brain turned off for a moment. 2 normal attacks it is.
Judges need detailed notes to keep track of any of this. Jesus.
He's gonna swap the attributes too dark here with the Mud Dragon. It's been so long since we throw back.
My contract goes
It's alright, I don't need my brain to beat the AI.
Oh yeah, Reinhardt. Yep. Of course. The wife. Still turn 1, by the way, I think.
obey.
Grab the top. Send this barely to the graveyard with Reinhardt's on field effect in the summon.
Billowing surge.
Oh, that's another mill? Oh my god. Yeah, that's another mill.
By ordinance divine.
Check the time, it's turn 1 and you can be free.
We'll have 15 minutes, which is plenty.
Okay, so all my stuff can't be targeted at all.
Okay.
This is still Hanu's first turn, so
Yeah, just checking. I was
Okay.
wondering as well. Okay,
it's like Hanu's trying to break them. That is not the case.
Abyss Dweller shuts out the graveyard on your turn.
Right now.
Might ensure a turn 2 for the first time.
Don't hear? Yeah,
Save the
here.
Blood Dragon.
What?
Under the Herald, a level 6 monster for Baron's
Good.
or use Baron's destroy Kaleido Heart.
Wait, what's happening?
And now he's paid. Now that he knows this whole stuff's gonna work.
How'd he know? Oh, because he locked the graveyard?
Alright, yep. Stuck under Abyss Dweller. Hanu's got a key. Arrow Devour. He does have a lot of cards in his hand that he's able to add from these spells.
Allow me.
Does he have something about to do about this Dweller? Will Dweller Baron be enough to win Hanu the way?
Yugway,
He drew
you're
a
up.
card. Does this mean it's his turn? Are we on
Activate.
Jesse's turn 1? Did we make it? It still looks like he's doing all the things.
Right now. I think at least 6.
We'll need a strategy.
Not 7. It's a few. He did use Herald of Orcs. Was 3 Herald of
Manifest.
Idiot.
Yeah, the last game I think only Honey and Harold are more likely.
So an utter fool.
Dude, come on, man.
No, these are Harold. You can see it's the graveyard. I
Come on,
think it's just
commentators, who's winning?
In the middle, but yeah, Honey was the only. Now, Bill Kelto, discarding.
Shit, I'm the fool.
That's my class.
No, never mind, I'm not.
Oh yeah, Keldo. I know this one.
Kelto, discarding Medora. Those are all my favorite bread and butter combos with these players. Doing that excellently here in the final. You just get so much value out of it. Now immediately Jesse has 2 shuffle back effects online. Well, I guess not, since he's going to not be able to kill it in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Other Bisbell won't be able to do it.
The Abyss Dweller shuts it down, right?
And activate the Durand negation here. And I guess the play is just if you're thinking about it, like, what does Jesse do without the graveyard?
It has to do it. Honey's turn.
Embarrassing that this one turn 6.
Two.
Still card. Like triple attack is talent. Little reversal of fortune. Triple attack. If you can't move, or you can still set up maybe like a priming plan and then while it's done, you can do some effect there. You get Honey's turn.
Covenant of the Deep.
It just pretty much has it Baron and Abyss Dweller. Maybe that one. It's like 4 cards for Jesse. One of them should be a crime, should it not? Yes. And a Sharon, I believe. Crime and Sharon.
How many cards does Honey have? Is it just empty-handed?
Yep. If you don't end your turn with an empty hand turn 1, you're playing the game
By
wrong.
ordinance divine.
At the very least, all the cards in your hand should be hand traps or, if you're unlucky, bricks.
So it uses just normal summons the Sharon. Goes to battle phase to attack over Abyss Dweller. That's 1800 over 1700.
Okay, Abyss Dweller's down. Dude, turn 2 is gonna happen, man.
My
That's
curse.
1 card, so he's gonna have a 0 once
Yes!
he feels the crime is a
We have a turn 2! Nobody's scooped yet.
This is very the extra deck. Nope, stays on the field until once he gets that destruction effect.
And it only took us...
Or does he just not using
I mean, it's the final round, may as well see it through to
something
the
like
end.
that?
That's the typical mindset.
But now what is Honey's follow-up after this? Jesse has Medora and Keldo in the graveyard to shuffle back cards. Honey does have a Sharon.
Sharon is Karen.
Discarding Omnis.
Covenant of the Deep.
And does that make it's Medora.
Okay. Go 5? Is that 5?
Must learn from my
No, it's not.
Something.
No, what's a Medora? What does Medora do? That's not what I think it is.
Oh, I lost.
But now that he has
Do you
his
want
own
to play
Medora,
again?
he can put back his own Abyss Dweller and find a way to make it again. He just gets another level 4 monster onto the field. Ooh, that would be nasty.
Sure, let's just keep running back Abyss Dweller. That's how we achieve fair Yu-Gi-Oh!
His none, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
It's not fair. It's one-sided.
So he's just going to activate Hotness. This is going to prompt a Keldo here from Jesse
Yep.
or Medora.
You put it out turn 1 and it doesn't matter. You better hope you've already
Alright, that's
summoned
just
fucking
shuffle it back
Kaleido
in,
Heart
Targets 1 or 2.
when Abyss Dweller hits the field, or else you're fucked.
I want to attack Slido Heart back so he can summon it again. Put back.
What if I went for balloons?
It's like we're just warming up with turn. We did infinite turn 1, and now it's like turn 2 is just as slow. It didn't like speed up once all this information was revealed. Why is that? Doesn't it get easier?
If only.
And left correct. Yes, left right. And now Jesse will chain his color. Shuffle, shuffle,
It is
shuffle.
crazy that nothing has power creeped
Shuffle, shuffle,
tier
shuffle.
elements yet. Branded Fusion going to 2 and it suddenly having all the meta relevance goes to show that,
Gotta get that out of there.
yeah, sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! Does try to slow down.
It's funny, because having them back in the deck, they're just gonna get milled again. Eventually. But you're just...
Ryzeal and Malice is arguably power creeping Snake Eyes. But Snake Eyes coming off the ban list, OSS getting unbanned, that would matter. I don't think Malice and Ryzeal would just completely demolish them.
Oh, yeah. Havness is one of the enablers, one of the mill threes.
Baron destroys on Sharon. Sharon effect's gonna trigger. Here we go.
I don't care.
What's happening?
Don't ever remind me.
Somehow...
This doesn't do anything, but you know.
What the hell? Somehow the graveyard is completely empty again. What? Oh no, it's still over there.
Don't be scared! Go get it, yyyy! This dance is for you! Just leave here a little. The Temple of Wisdom!
Okay, why?
Yyyy, you're up! Can't look after you anymore.
That's why, because he wants to lock the graveyard.
Sit down. The merely name that he loses.
I guess I should still gone for hydro damage. I don't know why I thought
All eyes on me!
the one dealing the most damage in this team is fucking Nahida. Before I put Moalani here, that would have been the truth.
Commit to memory! Share the knowledge! All my strength! Not my lucky day. Stay put! I see everything! Need a surfboard? Hey, go away!
Something must be good. Shake it.
Well, this is depressing.
Off we go!
Who am I letting die here?
It must be a trap card, like a one-up trap card or a one-up gear trap.
What kind of card?
Another layer of protection.
How the self-professed guide has been led astray.
This dance is for you!
Bro, I literally can't bloom this guy.
Come, join me in the eternal night!
Yeah, I'm calling it.
Yeah, so you just try to graveyard lock. You just try to this dweller the opponent at the end of each turn, so that you can start attacking them. And if you chain that for 1 or 2 turns, you can probably just kill them. Whatever the stats are on your cards.
You can see the turn normal summon Shira.
This is just
I'm that's this side. This rolls big.
not as well as the other one.
Incidentally, buffing Reinhardt as well.
I mean, Han's like proactive right now, so Jesse could theoretically kind of just kind of Dora.
Yeah.
Just normal summon.
Gotta do everything on return, I guess. Yeah. Do turn. Turn free!
See what
Let's go!
Early. Of any kind. That's like you did.
Switches to attack position. So sideways is defense position? Okay. I thought it was face down was defense position. Maybe I'm just seeing like where the okay, yeah, I see the face down card now. I see the back row.
Shall hear the prophecy!
Time to shine!
I think I'm
These are about to get dicey. And consequential. Scatter! Make way!
Could be destroyed!
2000.
Showering you with praise! How was I so Let my name echo in song! Yo! Skyward! Stray clouds converge! Quietly now. Take it easy.
And light total, I don't even think the light total is right. I'm pretty sure there are attacks that weren't even recorded. I think they just gave up on the light total. The commentary, like, coverage just gave up on the light total.
Let the world collide! Here comes the catch. Seize the skies! This isn't good! Time to shine! Things are about to get dicey.
That's all I can hear. I'm just crying. Okay.
Honey's not happy that she's talking to them.
Let the world collide! Scatter! Skyward! Make way for the attack! Shine with praise! The eternal night! Time to shine! Skyward! The audacity!
My wrath is gone.
At least you know you're suffering!
back to the okay. Yeah, the pitch was big prime, right? No, he did have it.
Dude, the shaky cam. That was tight. Oh my god. I now have watched a match of Yuko, and of course it had to be whatever the heck Tearlament's Ishizu is. Now I mean, how could I know more? I couldn't. Thank you for this. Okay. Later.
I really don't remember. Who else did I want to get talent materials for? Oh. I think I know now. Dang it, why am I so diligent?
On you beautiful people, Red is here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today we're actually examining one of my own lively games, and I wanted to use this opportunity to teach you guys how to play Sammy a little bit better. I know I have that series of how to play unconventional COs, but I wanted to be a little more hands-on and show you in my own games how I play these COs. And if you enjoy this game, I was considering doing a series where I should play like underutilized COs like Sammy, Grid, Sturm, Sonya, those kind of guys, as a way to just show you guys how I play it myself, because there's no better way to teach than showing your own experiences in games and what goes through my head when I play them. And I just kind of fallen off with Olaf, guys. Like, I think I've played Olaf twice in the past 4 months since 2025. Like, that was one of my like New Year's resolutions, less Olaf, basically. And I've really upped my ante with playing unconventional COs like Black and Sonya and Sammy, and I'm having a blast with it. In fact, my win rate is not really decreased. The thing about Olaf is it's easy to play, but really, if you play the other COs at a high level, it's actually not that huge of a gap, as you guys know. I think this game will demonstrate that as well. So, I played this lively game versus Lucky player. He's a pretty strong player. Actually, he's beaten me before. I was playing Black, but he did play incredibly well. There was another game where he played incredibly interestingly as well, the pipe runners and stuff. So that was a good game. Anyway, he's a cool guy. I like him. But we have this matchup: Diesel, Sammy on the map. All with the unrecorded records. Now, this map is pretty standard. You've got a base, an airport,
Strike a pose!
pretty strong side, but pretty exposed and huge. Kind of game. So, Sammy, forward comp, however, it's not that contested. Forward probably.
Yeah, got
Now, it's actually not as low into the map as you might think for picking Sammy. Typically, I head towards Sammy on the map. 2K, 19, 20 20k. My spend 21k per side. But I think there's a lot of both sides probably not reach that 21k threshold. There's a lot of fighting going on, so each side might get up to like 19 or 20k, which I think would be in Sammy's wheelhouse. So the reason why I chose Sammy on this map is because the exposure. I can see my temperature like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Quietly
like,
now.
anywhere with this little west area, basically, I can just right. I have a bomb tower at the neck. There's a mountain over here, maybe take the bomb tower. There was some bomb processing going on in this Sammy. Really a great transport map for ABCs and for T-hoppers, which usually I like to use for Sammy, but it's strike me as bad enough for Sammy. I could have chosen Eagle here. Could have chosen Olaf, like I said, but I think I'd play Sammy more than Olaf guys. But when I chose Sammy was the beginning. So my first thought was, what property can I get my that's been denied? I looked at the property here and said, I can capture this property. And you turn her up, knock it down 4 or 5, and I would still capture it. 2 captures here will not be able, 1 block and 1 capture will not be able to stop the rebel. Meanwhile, my tank and the rebel. We're looking at that. Looking at the middle. My goal here, baby.
Arya says he can beat the Narwhal without dealing with that phase. But honestly, why would you want to skip that phase? The dubstep. Come on.
It seems kind of counterintuitive, fast cast and stuff like that, but she's more of
The first phase is cool, but it's just boring orchestral. I've heard it a million times.
So I was thinking about those properties so I'd have 4K.
To be fair, as a rhythm gameplay, I've heard dubstep like a million times by now as well.
That was my game. Meanwhile, my opponent,
honestly,
a lot of people struggle.
Second phase of Narwhal dubstep, very mid
A lot of people play Sammy
compared to what I listen.
Olaf all the time. Basically, like, I survive Winter Fury and then I go in to get a Victor March to try to win or something like that. Eagle is a little more tricky to play as Sammy than Olaf because the power comes later on, which can be a boon for you. Not to get a Victory Mark or your opponent gets off their superpower, which is pretty nice. But
this opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me.
AAA large company people, they like to play it safe with everything. That includes music, and it really shows anytime I listen to dubstep from like a high popularity, or what's the word for it? High rated person. Like they just play it safe, but like electronic music is supposed to be the genre for experimenting.
I consider going early T-Copter, maybe the Superboards first, burying my next.
It's where all innovation happens in the industry.
Trying to hold them.
At least where people show off the innovations they've been coming up with.
Easily, so I went for a more standard build. I think with Sammy, a lot of people struggle. They think,
or you know, you just upload your experimental shit straight up, and it's awesome.
Play standard. Her first unit can be a tank. Her first unit.
From's X-Nor. My favorite song ever.
I think she's one of the hardest COs to play.
Alongside some of Millie's songs.
You don't have to play it.
I digress.
So,
I like a lot of songs.
Except actually, I'm going to this forward cap order here. And he is as well. And I'm wondering if he's going to cap that first. Okay, like I said, my goal is I want to cap that and this. Both of these, and you can take advantage. 4K is the gold standard here in a month. 2K, you're kind of pushing. Like I said, Eagle's got stronger vehicles. 10% stronger than Sammy's vehicle. Eagle's got a better super. So you really need to get some sort of advantage. Here
comes the catch. Strike clouds converge.
Save for the set. Save up the battle top. What I do is look on my first tank. I'm standing yeah, I built my first tank.
Oh, wasn't as fast as I hoped it would be.
He did not go for this property. So actually,
at the end of the day, we spend a lot of time just
this comp tower, which I really don't
setting up,
when you're facing someone to go for a comp tower,
grinding our gears.
Going on to like day 5. As you can
Plunge
see,
Hu Tao is like dry trot.
it might work this turn, depending. I might tap and then tap.
Nothing unless it manages to do its setup completely.
Quietly now.
There might be things
Let
here.
lightning
There would take
quickle and
time.
song. Game's up. Time's over. Scatter. Seize the skies.
What would you do? I don't need I think that's an investment later on I'll put it here, that can get in, or I'll put it here, that can get in. And that mountain, the highlighted point is the next mountain, and I want to next behind this mountain. So if you attack into the mountain, this one behind you, or this one over here, somewhere around here, I want to conglomerate all my mechs, do a push for the calm tower. Once you take Eagle's calm tower, it's kind of, you know, it's like taking dogs to the vet. He's not going to be the same as
Things are about to get crazy.
power is scary, but take away 10% firepower from every single engagement. It's pretty significant.
Make way for the
Everything away from that. That's pretty significant. Don't forget, you're also getting 10% yourself. Counterattacks are stronger, your attacks are going to be stronger. So, I kept that in mind. You build a recon over here. I understand that a lot of people, if they say me, they want to build recons. Honestly, here, I probably wouldn't build the recon because look, this turn you cannot.
Why would you want to build recons against Sammy?
So you can't afford to tank chain. And you really want to tank over here versus me. So the recon, I don't think it's bad.
Especially this early on in the game,
Gotcha. Take it easy.
and it's not even Fog of War.
Here comes the catch. Let the world come on. Scatter.
It's Sammy, you shouldn't be trying to interrupt
Stray clouds converge.
the opponent capturing bases that are objectively on their field and on their turf anyhow.
I'll probably take, like, go down to 6.
Like, those are uncontested no matter who you are up against and no matter what you try to do.
Just to lose like 2 HP points off my tank compared to this, it's pretty good. Anyway, but I'm at 5. Don't build mech yet, because I need to protect the top. Things are going pretty standard. This is not anything outlandish so far. Going towards the middle. Stage 6, wow.
Quietly now.
The tank, wow, 1,000. Already denied this for 1. Already 1,000. So, in one more turn, I will have made the money. Sometimes you have to have some mathematical thought. A lot of the time, I don't think it's still drained my brain. I didn't have time to calculate. But 1,000, 1,000, no, very interesting. So I recommend you play a lot of games. You know, that's usually the thing. To learn a lot, play a lot of games. Some players who play play their crap ton of games. Some new players play a ton of games. Star Flash, that's how we got good. You played a lot of games. You played 25 Global League games at a time. And it shows. Get better. I mean, not everyone has the time to do all that, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, instead of going to this cap over here, I go to get test this. Because it is a higher income match, and as Sandy, ultimately, I would rather have less income from my opponent than more. Because at the end of the day, I want less income overall. I have 16 here beside my mech is better. When I tank up to a medium tank or a new tank, that's better. So denying is better than getting. You can remember that as well. That's another thing to remember for playing Sammy. Infantry fight your opponent. If you're tapping and they're tapping, a lot of the times it'll move to attack rather than going down. I hope to deny that the rest of the game. I hope to deny both the rest of the game. I got an infantry position, attack heals, and just like that, that's going to be missing to deny the rest of the game. Can't really block that. Or I'll just build another tank at the bottom over here. Things look pretty good. My mission has the mech on. Essentially. Build my first mech over here.
Add
I
asterisk.
can put my APC right there.
Thank you for
No big deal. So he actually drove me over here, but I don't really care because. So he attacks my infantry here with his tank. Perfectly fine by me. Like, whatever. So things are looking pretty good. So far, built another recon over here. It's really going heavy on the. I think with his goal of half here, for like a tank or something here, like a recon here. So he's surrounded by 2 vehicles. He has an infantry capping and a cannon left. So I think that's what his goal was. But like I said, I keep interrupting. Won't let up. I'll build another mech over here. Look, I'm saving money. By building that mech, it's the 7K. I can actually build a mech and a tank this. Let's build a tank over here. See, I already knew. I don't even remember playing this game that well, but I already knew I was going to build a tank that game. This is my strong side. The more battles I can have on my strong side, the better. This goes to Sammy, this goes to pull off, this goes to attacks. Typically, 99% of the time, you want to fight on your strong side. Unless you're super overextended. You're going to have more bases to pump out more units. So, over time, when I got 2 tanks, you only produce 1 tank. Per turn. And eventually, beat it up. Take down.
Busted. Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Here's the general city right there.
Seize the skies.
So, pretty standard. It's like typical Sammy fight. I don't think I'm playing like absolutely great or anything. Attacks my infantry, but that's like I said, can't stop it. Now mine, I've secured beautiful infantry. Put my mech in. Can you guess where this mech is going? First off, build a recon.
Gotcha.
I want
Game's up.
I want but I have a tank for
Stray
that.
clouds converge.
Actually, I don't know where it's going. I thought it was going to go in the mountain. And then if he attacks my tank here, I have the power, and my power will reach the tank. In fact, the only way he can attack me is from the city. Because if he attacks from the top over here, or on this road, takes bad damage, so if he attacks from the city, then they can reach even without the power. But I'm going heavy on this. I forgot about that point. It's live.
Strike a pose. Time to shine. Quietly
Put
now.
my unit,
Busted.
build a battle copter, and then take
These are about to get set.
basically all of
Seize the skies.
Once you check off the rest of the game about it, deal with eagle, and we'll get to that when we get to it. A lot of people deal with eagles who power the wall. Build up my thing. That's unfortunate, but whatever. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting this area. I still want to fight 1, 4, 5, 6. Heck, you can reach me in 2 turns. I'm not going to attack on this forest because that's easy. Reinforcement, but let's try to scale my property to the top. That one comes in. They're up. Bang. Back. Interrupt the problem. See? Get attack into me, but I got a mech over. Another mech over. I built more tanks, I can build more mechs. Another mech. Build an anti-air, because I know a copter's coming. Copter's pretty good on this map. Once he gets a copter, he can get this property easier, so I'm like, nah, I don't really want to allow that property for him, so I'm building a prophylactic anti-air. A lot of time, facing Eagle, someone like that, where copters are very good for them, build an anti-air before they build their first copter, especially if it's a strong copter map.